Yo, MotoGP fans, welcome back to another episode of MotoGP 23 Road to MotoGP. We're heading for the British Grand Prix in Silverstone. We're heading for the UK. And before we head over for the race, we have our season test there. And afterwards, we have the summer break to decide which team I will be pursuing after this season. But for now, we have the season test. And I'm really struggling to decide which key area I will be developing. I'm thinking about the electronics as they are very low and we really need to increase that one. But I also want to increase the controlled fuel delivery. So I'm not sure. But for now, I will be choosing the electronics development. I think that's the key area to increase for the season test. Okay, we have the Spec A, which is the official manufacturer statistics they want to improve, and we have Spec B, which are which is my choice. They have a few different things. Spec A has less engine power and Spec B has more engine power. If you look at the lap times, I set the fastest lap on the Spec B, much faster than Spec A, so I will be choosing for the Spec B. As you can see, it has better engine power, better stability and better aerodynamic load and penetration. Electronics development is a bit lower, but I was faster on the Spec B, so I have opted with the Spec B bike for the remainder of the season. Oh, so okay, is this for next season or this season? I can renew with my team for the remainder of the season, or I can move on to the official KTM factory team. Which does that mean we are? Yes, I think so. Yes, we are moved up to the KTM factory team. This is a surprise. I didn't know this feature was in this game. So apparently I did a great job and I moved on to the KTM factory team. And I think I replaced Brad Binder, which means Brad Binder has disappeared from the game with, I think, with the other KTM team, the satellite team, with Ruud Meyer, my previous teammate. But nevertheless, we are heading for Silverstone for the British Grand Prix, where we have the challenge to beat Bastianini in 3 Grand Prix. I see a wet weather sprint race and a dry main race, which will be a challenge for the wet weather sprint race. I will be seeing you back at the qualifying results.
The second MotoGP qualifying session also ends here. The graphic you see on the screen corresponds to riders' starting position on the grid.
So, we have pole position with a time of 1:59.9. Let's head out for the sprint race. Yes, the wet weather sprint race, which will be very difficult here in the UK in Silverstone.
The riders have been greeted by a fantastic atmosphere.
So let's see what we can do here. Can we set a great result and decrease the gap in the Riders' Championship standings with Bastianini? We have 10 red lights, we rev the engine up and we are on the way. We have massive wheel spin on the back and look at Marc Marquez just flying right past us. Oh, we have contact with Bagnaia. I guess it was Bagnaia. And there's a crash behind us. The very first corners are crucial, but also very difficult. There goes Bagnaia. just loses the back end of his bike and just slips out. And we're dropping down to P12. Didn't do a wet weather practice lap here, so this is totally new for me. We go wide, turned in much too late. So the wet weather is totally new for me on this track. I have to adapt my riding style as we take over Joan Mir through the inside, which was a great move. And now we're behind Bastianini. As we take the inside line, we bump into Bastianini. As we couldn't maintain a tight line. And now we are right behind Viñales. The Aprilia's doing a very good job again. They are strong all season long. And they are definitely a championship contender this season. Now we are heading into turn 16 as we get pushed wide by Bastianini, so I have to cut the corner, or else I would have crashed. So I let Viñales back through, and we take the inside line with a bit of an aggressive move on him. But nevertheless, the others are also aggressive, so I'll have to be aggressive. We're on P3 right now, as we are in the second lap of the race. We get pushed from Viñales, and they are both through, Viñales and Bastianini. We take the inside line, which is a very daring move, but beautiful executed. And now we have the sprint duo with Bastianini to turn 6 as we get pushed by him. Try to take a tighter line, but because of the push, we were going wide. And now Bastianini and Viñales are through again. Can we take a tighter line coming out of the exit of turn 7? Yes, we can. It was a beautiful overtake again. We make contact with Bastianini, but it wasn't a massive one. Head into turn 9 corpse as Bastianini makes a great move through our inside line. Now we are much faster here. We take him back in turn 11. I have to watch out Espargaro and Marquez aren't running away from us, as we are battling behind them. Now we have created a gap with Bastianini, and we have to reduce the gap with Marquez as we take him through the inside line. It was a great move. A bit aggressive, but as I said before, the AI are also aggressive, so I have to be aggressive. And as of now, we are in P2, right behind Espargaro. Espargaro looking very strong here in the rain. So, while in real life he isn't a very strong wet rider. He doesn't like wet weather conditions. Give better acceleration. Look at the speed of our factory KTM. Espargaro braking much later. Head into turn 16. Braking hard. Turn 17. Heading for turn 18. We have the inside light on Espargaro. Can we hold it down? Yes, we can. That was beautiful executed. And as of now, we are leading the race, heading into the final lap of the sprint race. We also set the fastest lap of 2.14.5. I have to be careful for Espargaro. Go wide, which will give Espargaro the opportunity to come back. Yes, there he comes, cuts through the inside. Be careful here. Ooh, we make contact. But we take the inside light again and we take the lead back again. Hopefully for the last time. Gap is increasing. We're heading into the final 3 corners. We go a bit wide, but the gap is enough. It's a gap of 1 second. Head into the final corner. And we cross the finish line to finish in first in the sprint race here in the UK, Silverstone. Great result, our first win on the KTM factory bike, and I must say it rides really well. I'm still used to the other KTM bike, but this one is riding good as well. The gap is 33 points with Bastianini, so we took a bit off of his points, and we still have a great gap to Overbridge. Okay, let's head out for the podium celebration of the sprint race. I must say the KTM colors are looking very good on my character as the helm. Really fits the outfit. Okay, let's head out for the race. Okay, we have 10 red lights again. We rev the engine up. Luckily, it's dry. Hopefully, it will remain dry. We have a decent start. Much better than on the other KTM bike. And we are in P4 with Marquez on the outside of us. Great overtake. And there comes Zarco. Very aggressive. Pushing us wide. And Bastianini pushing us wide as well. We bump into Fabio Quartararo. Now we have P8. And look at the Aprilias. They are in the top 2 again, with Viñales leading the race as we get pushed wide by Martin. Ooh, this is very dangerous here. But we take a cut back on Martin. And we stay in P8. Zarco in front of us. And in front of him is Bastianini, our rival for the championship. Bastianini going very slow. We take the inside line. Great executed overtake. We are right behind our teammate Jack Miller. Can we make use of the slipstream? It's kicking in. Can we outbrake him into turn 15? Yes, we can. We have a tight line. Ooh. Had to stand up for a fraction of a second because, or else we would have crashed into Bagnaia as we head into turn 16 and 17. Tight line than Bagnaia. With a better exit than Bagnaia, and we take over P3 from Bagnaia. And now we only have the Aprilias in front of us. And as we head into the second lap of the race, 5 more laps remaining. So plenty of laps to make sure I overtake them for the lead. But there comes Boyaya again as we went wide into turn 3 and 4. And Boyaya makes an excellent move on us, reclaiming P3 from us. But the race is not over. We're not done yet. We want that position back. So we will cling on Boyaya and force him into an error. Or we will make a move in one of the corners where he's slower than us. Like here in turn 9. Bit of an aggressive move on him. But we reclaim P3 for the moment, and we are closing gap with Espargaro and Vinales, who are strong again, very strong here in Silverstone. In real life, the Aprilias are very strong on the high-speed tracks, and Silverstone is one of them. So I'm trying to hang on, making sure I close the gap down. I have to be careful not to let the others close in on me. As we take a track limit warning, it was a bit too tight. And we head into lap number 3. Vinales hits the fastest lap of 2 minutes, 0.7. Espargaro going very slow here. Our confidence in the bike is increasing. Our speed is increasing. And we have a good exit. And we make use of the slipstream to overtake Espargaro. Going into turn 15, we have the inside line. And we take the second place from Espargaro, with only Vinales in front of us. Espargaro still there on the outside. Oh, we go a bit wide. Have to let the throttle go for a moment. Goes on the green. No track limit warning, however. Is looking very strong as we go wide again. Will Espargaro cut back? We're in the final lap, and the gap between us has been the same all race long. Oh, there was a wobble. But I tried everything, but Vinales is just too strong here in Silverstone. We did manage to set the fastest lap of 2 minutes, 0.5. But look at how strong Vinales is riding here in Silverstone. Much more consistently than we are. Tried to close the gap down, but every time I did, he increased his speed. So we claim second place here in Silverstone as Vinales wins the British Grand Prix.
Well-deserved podium ceremony. In the meantime, let's take a look at the MotoGP race final results.
With our second place, we did manage to decrease the gap in the Riders' Championship between us and Bastianini. Not sure what the gap is right now. We will see in the next screen. So the gap is 22 points between us, which is very doable. So We are definitely a championship contender for this season.
Picking up again live from the track where the top 3 riders have just arrived on the podium for the trophy ceremony. We've seen a very exciting race, and these riders deserve all the love from the fans.
Very great job from the Aprilias P1 and P3. Both of the riders on the podium. Great job by them. I won't be surprised if they win the team championship at the end of the season, as they are both doing an excellent job in this season. So great result in Silverstone. We decreased the gap between us and Bastianini, and the gap is just 22 points between us in the Riders' Championship. So the championship battle is on, has started, and the others are also very close to each other. Look at Vinales, who has a total of 191 points. So it's very close to each other. But for now, we will be heading for Austria for the Austrian Grand Prix, which will be a home race for the KTM Factory team. If you look at the bike statistics, we're much higher up than the previous KTM Factory team. This bike feels also much faster than the previous one, which has disappeared. That's a pity. I hoped they would remain in the championship, but they disappeared as I chose for the KTM Factory team. And Red Binder disappeared as well with them. I want to thank you for watching. See you next episode for the Austrian Grand Prix.